This is my presentation, David Martinez, of why Socrates was more influential, and just overall cooler, than Columbus. This is based on the first bracket for the Tournament of Greatness for On-Level World History. So this is the obvious. Columbus, yes, was significant in that his most famous of achievements was making first landfall in the Americas. But, in fact, this is not true. It is often believed that, and taught in elementary history classes. But he wasn't the first one to be here. There were millions of natives that were in the Americas a long time before he got here. Not to mention, it is more than likely that Vikings made it to the Americas hundreds of years before Columbus himself did. Second of all, on the obvious, Columbus's actions, the significant ones at least, a lot of them are not very commonly known, as you can see by this bullet point here. It's almost like I typed this thing up.
Wow! Look at this!
But for example, one of the most significant things that I think Columbus did was murder millions of natives on the Central American continent.
Here's Johnny!
He actually never stepped foot in North America. He just kind of did a lot of murder and rape and bad things. But Socrates, look at this dude. Socrates was great. He influenced the knowledge and growth of thought of millions around the world. You ever heard of the Socratic method or Socratic seminars? Yeah, they come from this dude. Yeah. And there's been like so many significant figures in history, like for example, John F. Kennedy, who himself stated that education is one of the most important and key factors in the growth of a nation. Guess who provided one of the biggest influences to education itself? This dude. Him. Right? Oh no, I went too far. This dude right here. Yeah, Socrates. Yeah. It's great. One of the biggest forms of this advanced level thinking is a Socratic seminar. And I know that we're sophomores, and we've probably done like 100 of these by now. But there's a reason that they're in our curriculum. Because this guy made them, and this guy's great. And the finer details, Columbus sucked. Like, he killed like a lot of people, and he didn't really step foot in America, in North America at least. So he didn't really like discover anything. He just kind of like took the King of Spain's money and then like left and like burned his ships so that his troops couldn't retreat, and like a bunch of them died. But dude, Socrates gave so much inspiration and knowledge to other significant people, like Plato, the famous philosopher, upon which so many philosophy classes are based and so many books about philosophy are written. Plato was a student. So what does that say about Socrates? And while Socrates himself was often shrouded in mystery about his own personal life, and although there is a lot of disconnects and inconsistencies in the description of Socrates in his personal life, the ones that we do have, people were comparing this guy to Jesus. So, yeah, and not gonna lie, I think it was Percy B. Shelley who referred to Socrates as the Jesus Christ of Greece in line 33 in fragments of Epips. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I think it's Epipsychodion? Epips. I'll put it on screen. And yeah, Socrates was dope. He was great. And in conclusion, Socrates was just cooler and more influential and significant than Columbus. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.